They will fear the wild.
Alright, what is up? What is going on, guys? It's your boy Chumbles, and I'm back. And in this one, we are going to be going over the Nidalee buffs coming to the next patch. And these are some pretty damn big buffs, I must say. It's pretty insane that they're doing this, but yeah, Nidalee mid is going to be pretty good, guys. As well as jungle, but I think the Nidalee mid full AP spear nuking, it's more or less gonna be back, and I'll tell you why. So for the changes to Nidalee Q spear, the minimum damage has gone from 70 to 130 plus 50% AP to now 70 to 150 plus 70% AP, which is actually quite a decent amount. Now that's minimum spear damage, right? So that's when you're just hitting somebody from like up close. So if you have 500, if you have 500 AP, 70% of 500 is, I think, what? 150. So that's pretty damn good. That's a pretty nice extra chunk of AP there. And then you also have the fact that the Q spear max damage going from 210 to 390, that was the current one, to now 210 to 450 is pretty nuts. Now the AP ratio on that hasn't changed. That one's still 150%. I mean, I don't know if they would ever buff that, because that put her into literal just nuking territory again, where you don't need that much AP to really one-shot somebody. But in my opinion, is still a very good buff. That's still a significant amount of damage being added to her Q, and which, by the way, if you're playing her jungle or mid lane, that's the ability you're maxing first, so you're getting the most out of the actual buff here, where some champions are getting buffs where it doesn't really matter as much because it's not an ability they want to max first anyways. And now we have other buffs. Q mana cost going from 50 to 90, or sorry, 50 to 90, going to 50 to 70, which is great because her mana costs are really ridiculous right now, and she's running real fast, especially in team fights or slow team fights where it's like you're just trying to land one good spear at least. So that's really good. That's actually really nice buff here. And this one is massive. The next one is huge for lane Nidalee. Of course affects jungle Nidalee as well, but especially top lane. E mana cost going from 60 to 120, now going from 50 to 90. Now that is huge, guys. That is massive, especially because in Nidalee top you're going to be maxing your E first, even with these Q changes. That is huge. You get such a big mana pool now out of that because of the fact that you are maxing this first. So instead of doing 120 of your mana every time you use E, it's going to be 90. And that is pretty massive, I will say. That feels really, really good. And I have tested this a bit on the PBE, and I can confirm Nidalee is pretty strong. So I'm excited. I will be pumping out videos. I decided to do a little, not guide, but a little bit of a item guide, I guess, for the upcoming patch. But I will be doing videos since just people were asking my thoughts on this. So I thought, you know what, since it's going to be an AP Nidalee spam coming forth, that I might as well do this in the same video as the buffs. So for the starting items, either Dorn's Ring, Dark Seal, or the Corrupting. I think Dorn's Ring is probably the best, but Corrupting will probably be like kind of, I'll put it here. I think Corrupting is more situational. Dark Seal is a must on this champion, doesn't matter if you're doing well or not, just buy it. Now for the first item, I'm not sure which one I'd want to go with, either Night Harvester or Ludens. I think if they have a lot of melee champions, I would go Night Harvester because I can go in easily and then get out, and then I could keep proccing it. But for a lot of ranged champions or champions where they have engage and I want to stay away from them, I'd go Ludens because of the move speed it gives and the fact that you will be trying to hit them from really far away. So either two I think are pretty good options. They both give the same amount of AP, so you're not losing out on that. One of them gives you Magic Pen, which is really nice, and then the other one will give you Ability Haste, which is also really nice on Nidalee. So either or, you're not losing too much. So yeah, little testing will have to go into it, but I think that reasoning is what's going to stick. For your boots, Sork Shoots, 100%. Now for your basically first item other than your mythic is either going to be Nashers or Horizon Focus. I did mention this item is pretty gimmicky, but I do think it has a place, and it has the place where you're in the same situation as Ludens. And if you're in a spot where you're just trying to hit somebody from really far away, you're not trying to get into the fight, Horizon Focus is going to be the item you want to buy. If that isn't the case, and you have like the ability to actually hit people and stick into the fight a little more, if they have melees where they're going to be up in your face and you're going to be like hitting them maybe in cougar form and stuff, Nashor's Tooth will be the go-to. It'll do more damage in the long-term fights with that kind of situation. They both give the exact same amount of AP, but again, Horizon Focus does do the extra bit of damage and all that kind of stuff from long range, so they both pretty much have the same kind of place where Night Harvester and Ludens are as well. So yeah, I think that's kind of where my theory lies between these items. But who knows, I could do testing. Maybe this item's garbage, or maybe this item's just so good that I'd take it regardless. But it's, when I tested it, it didn't seem like so over the top where it's like, yeah, you have to go this. But yeah, I'll need more testing live anyways. After that, it's going to be 100% death cap. Doesn't matter what you build before, you're going death cap. After that, you're going to be finishing the Magi's. Again, doesn't matter how many stacks you have, you're going Magi's because the item is way too insane. And with Nidalee's nuking spears, if you get around like 700 to 800 AP, you're going to be hurting real bad. So, yeah. And don't forget, you do have the ability to just heal people, and that gives you free stacks, so if they get kills. After Magi's, we will go ahead and grab the Void Staff for the pen. Also gives the pretty good ability power. 40% penetration is pretty nuts, plus if you did go Ludens, you'd have more penetration. You'd have, what is it? 1, 2... Is this a legendary item? I actually can't remember. Anyways, you'd either have like another 10 to 50% plus the 40% on this, plus the 5 that you get from this being a legendary item. And then lastly, you're either going to go for a Zonia's, or you can grab like a Morello if you need it. I put this at the end though, just because it's more than likely not going to be needed. Same with Banshees here. I put Banshees just as a bonus, maybe if you're against like an Ashe or something and she's sniping you all game, just get the Banshees. Just save yourself the headache. But for the most part, Zonia is pretty broken, so I'd still opt into grabbing this. And then of course you have Blue Pot, which is nuts. Now you can buy Blue Pot before the game like ends, where you're sitting at like 6 items. You can actually get this at 4 items if your team's doing really well and you're trying to push a huge lead and just end the game. I've actually done this quite a bit, and especially it's once you have your death cap and then you buy this, pretty nutty. So yeah, that's going to be the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please make sure to smash that like button, comment down below, and subscribe if you're new. And let me know if you guys are excited for these new changes. And I will be pumping out the content, so don't worry. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Peace.
Hey, you let the talk, I don't talk, I get it. Yeah, you know I'm about it. If it kill me, I'ma let it. Run into the bag like I'm so athletic. I've been up since 6, making hits like tennis. I've been on fire, I just need my credit. Wanna go far, need to change my settings. Reaching for the stars so my feet touch heaven. Haven't had first, bitch, already want seconds. Wanna be on top, popping off like a fofo. Life been going fast, I've been trying not to go slow. I just hit the gas, now I'm faded, going slow-mo. You think you gon' pass, but you tripping, that's a no-go.